Welcome to our Save Your Streets program tutorial. The purpose of this tutorial is to share how municipalities are saving as much as 40% of their street maintenance budget. The Save Our Streets program consists of preserving the good sections of streets and overlaying only the sections that have failed and beyond repair. This delays or eliminates much of the high cost of maintenance and the eventual expensive overlay. This frees up dollars to be spent on other municipal needs. The primary cause of asphalt pavement failure is moisture penetrating the pavement. You stop the moisture, you stop the deterioration. Huxleyl's molecular structure is designed to penetrate deep into even the smallest fissures and voids, along with the obvious surface cracks in the asphalt, to permanently protect and preserve the pavement. The pavement is essentially filled and sealed from the bottom up, forcing any moisture up and out during the application. With the pavement filled, freeze and thaw cycles are no longer able to affect the pavement. Gas, diesel, salt solutions, and other agents cannot damage the pavement as well. By slowing down or eliminating the cause of deterioration, annual maintenance is reduced to a minimum and costly overlays are delayed. Understanding the importance of preventative maintenance in stopping deterioration before the pavement requires corrective maintenance is key to extending the life of the pavement. Waiting until there is visible deterioration sets up the pavement for premature failure and ongoing continued maintenance. The primary cause of failure is moisture in the pavement, causing internal deterioration in the pavement, which weakens the structure of the pavement. Corrective maintenance costs continue to grow as the pavement ages and fails, followed by the eventual high cost of replacement with an overlay. Corrective maintenance has been the primary plan for maintenance and typically begins after deterioration has already started. Topical sealers tend to trap the moisture in the asphalt, which causes unseen interior damage and decay. Traditional topical sealers tend to trap that moisture in the pavement, and then the hot weather steams the moisture out, but it takes the lighter asphalt molecules with it, drying the asphalt and making it brittle and cracked. You can actually smell this process occurring when walking over hot asphalt in the summertime. This allows the pavement to take in more moisture, making it more susceptible to damaging freeze-thaw cycles, which tend to lead to more costly repairs. And the cycle just continues and continues, and our roads continue to fail. All of which keeps the corrective maintenance cycle going till the pavement completely fails. Understanding this deterioration cycle helps to understand why implementing a preventative maintenance plan to stop the deterioration early is the secret to long pavement life. Implementing the Save Your Streets preventive maintenance plan is actually a low-cost solution to this high-cost problem. Seldom does the entire highway or street need to be overlaid. Overlaying the damaged sections and applying preservative to the good sections reduces overall costs substantially. The Save Your Street program is built on preserving the portions of the streets that are in good condition and overlaying only the bad portions of the street. Once Huxley is applied, it literally stops any further deterioration of the pavement from moisture or oxidation. The pavement will remain in as-applied condition. Typically, you can preserve 5 times the area of pavement compared to the cost of an overlay. I want to mention here that if we come back 20 years from now and look at this same street, the portion that has been preserved with Huxley will still be in this same condition. And if that new overlay is never preserved or treated or sealed with Huxley, it will be cracked up and needing repairs again. The overall cost of street repairs will decline even as more and more streets are preserved. Typically, 3 applications will seal most pavements. Pavements that are constructed poorly or compacted poorly may need extra applications to completely fill the extra voids and fissures. Application requires minimal street disruption or downtime, and the center lines and parking stripes will remain visible. and traffic can continue at a slow speed even during application. And Hawk Seal typically cures for traffic in 30 minutes to an hour depending on temperature. Hawk Seal is opaque in color, similar to Thompson Wood Seal for wood, and the center lines and parking stripes will remain visible again. And we like to see it 56 degrees and rising as far as ground temperature for application, and it will not make this surface slippery. It fully cures and becomes impervious after 7 to 10 days. Hawk Seal is non-toxic and will not harm birds, insects, grass, or shrubs. It washes off with water prior to drying. It's easily removed with WD-40 or acetone if it does dry on the surface. However, it will stain clothes and similar fabrics permanently. It fully cures and becomes impervious after 7 to 10 days. Repairs last longer when they're treated with Hawk Seal as well. This 2-year-old pavement was cut for a utility. It was repaired and then treated with 3 applications of Hawk Seal. It is still in place with no deterioration 11 years later. Hawk Seal can also be selectively used as shown here. This patch was treated with Hawk Seal 11 years ago and is still in place. Municipalities that have implemented the Hawk Seal Preventative Maintenance Plan report they have been able to save as much as 40% over a 5-year period. We have reviews and more information on our website at hawkseal.com. You can review the statements from Andy Denton from Cabot and Gene Yarborough from, I believe it's Star City, and their experiences with Hawk Seal. This photo of west end of Red Oak Drive in Cabot, Arkansas was taken 16 plus years after being sealed with Hawk Seal. Red Oak Drive was 5 years old when it was sealed in 1998. It was one of the very first streets sealed with Hawk Seal. Notice the line where the cracking is evident where no sealer was applied. This photo was taken at the intersection of G Street and East Red Oak Drive. You can see as Red Oak comes down here, kind of where that yellow line that I drew across there, on this close side of that line is the intersection of G Street, and you can see the G Street's cracked up, and also you will notice that the untreated east end of Red Oak Drive shows a tremendous amount of cracking compared to the west end. And in this photo you notice how the cracking stops when it gets near that treated line. And now you compare it to the unsealed east end of Red Oak Drive, which was constructed at the same time as West Red Oak Drive. This east end is going to require major repairs soon. Asphalt has no structural strength, so when water penetrates into the base, it becomes soft and unable to support the pavement. Then your traffic forces the pavement to crack and fail. Cracking, potholes, and alligating and other failures begin when that base gets softened, and that dramatically shortens the life of your pavement. This is a close-up view of West Red Oak Drive 20 years after being treated with Hawk Seal E. There's literally no deterioration of the asphalt, and has far exceeded the expectations of the chemist and engineer who developed it. Hawk Seal's molecular structure is designed to penetrate deep into the pavements, filling the voids and fissures and the cracks from the bottom up, which creates a solid pavement, preventing deterioration. Since it becomes a part of the pavement structure, Hawk Seal cannot leach out or break down, and it becomes a permanent part of the pavement. The only way the pavement can fail is if the pavement itself wears out from traffic. Hawk Seal is the only asphalt preservative on the market with a pavement that's still in service after 20 years with one application, and it has the potential for lasting a yet undetermined number of years. Here's a professional endorsement from W.H. Reynolds from Paragould, Arkansas, who was an engineer with over 50 years of experience in the asphalt industry, and whose credentials included writing the manuals, asphalt pavement design, and maintenance and repair of local streets. for the state of Arkansas. This is what he has to say about his experience with Hawkseal. I personally have had projects with Hawkseal E for the past 9+ years in Paragould and Marion, Arkansas. I have tried or observed many different sealers in the past 46 years. Very few were penetrating sealers. The Hawkseal Cold Palmer formula forms a flexible sealer similar to silicone and is the only one I've had success with. The mixture fills and seals the pavement cracks and voids from the bottom up, preventing moisture from entering the pavement. This is one of the reasons I like Hawkseal E. In addition, most cities and counties have very little control over the asphalt mix as it is laid. There's very little inspection or testing, if any, during the production, laydown, and compaction of the hot mix pavement. Hawkseal can eliminate and delay many of the common problems that stem from poor construction. That says a lot, doesn't it? Hawkseal works equally well in hot or cold climates. In cold climates, it breaks the freeze-thaw cycle that typically shortens the life of pavement, as the pavement is now a solid mass. In hot climates, it prevents the ongoing evaporations and drying out of the pavement. Streets can be treated as needed, whether they're large or small sections. Hawkseal can correct poorly compacted asphalt with extra applications to create a solid, non-porous roadbed. I might add that there was a street in Arkansas that the contractor's roller broke down and the street never got compacted. The engineers from Hawkseal were called to see what they could do with it or recommend as engineers, and they decided to treat it with Hawkseal to see if they could fill those voids and fissures. It took 8 applications to saturate and fill that poorly compacted pavement, but it is still in place now, approximately 15 years later. Once applied, Hawkseal becomes a permanent part of the pavement, preserving it for the life of the pavement, and it does not make the pavement slippery. It does not require high-tech or expensive equipment to apply, and implementing the Hawkseal Save Our Streets program can reduce maintenance budgets by as much as 40% over a 5-year time span. And as a taxpayer, this excited me, and I'm sure your tax-paying citizens are going to be much happier with lower taxes and great streets. Again, Hawkseal is non-hazardous, it's safe for the environment, will not harm pets, grass, or shrubs. It contains a proprietary blend of acid copolymers and other secret components. It permanently seals the asphalt from moisture, and again, it fills the fissures and the cracks in the asphalt to create a tight, durable, waterproof surface, preventing the moisture from penetrating the pavement permanently. We believe that Hawkseal is simply the best investment you can make in reducing maintenance costs to extend the life of pavement, and is priced comparable to other sealers, which is amazing to me. You can email us at hawkseal@gmail.com for a quote. Visit us on Facebook or our website at hawkseal.com. And of course, we're trying to grow our business, so we're looking for dealers and applicators. So with that, I hope this has been informative, and that we get to do some business with you. We hope that this tutorial has been beneficial and you've learned something about the preservation of asphalt, and it certainly is a product that can lower the cost for cities and therefore our tax dollars. And so as a taxpayer, this was one of the things that really interested me in becoming a distributor for Hawkseal. With that, I'll thank you for taking time to watch our video, and hope to do business with you.